Welcome to the channel of Journey of Spirit. I was guided to give you all a message, and it has to do on triggering, mirroring, ripple effects, which is basically, for me, one and the same thing. Yeah, so triggering and mirroring might be these nails, being it the aftermath of King's Day. Yeah, and I was like, at first I wanted to redo them with a different color, and Spirit was, no, don't, because people might have something to say, and this can be positive or negative. Hence, I might be triggering people right now with my nails. It is that sensitive, it is that fluent, that energy of mirroring and triggering. Do people do it on purpose? Some might. I mean, you have those eccentric or out of the box, all out of their personalities. So it could happen, yeah. But in the overall, when you are being highly sensitive or easily light struck, like what is going on in the world right now, it's just a lot of egos from past energies past karmas. When I was encountering groups where you should feel safe and be open to talk about certain things, because that was the name of the group, you would have people who would claim that they were so enlightened or awakened that they could frown upon you. I also see this happening in the ether in all the dimensions when tarot readers at first, not all, don't get me wrong, not all, there are a few, are stating that at first you should join and you should start being a reader, come in, feel safe, be free, etc. And then after a while start commenting on what you should do, how you should behave, how you should work, claiming they are awakened and they are authentic. Do they do it on purpose? Is it a foul energy or is it ripple effect? The benefit of me being in a group, observing, because normally I'm quite happy to listen and observe, because I feel that that way I learn the most. And you see them fly by. Like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. We are awakened and we're there, and We can give advice and fuck the energy vampires and whatever they like to call others. While in certain or more than one book of religions, they speak on the fact that you will not judge. So my silent opinion was like, how awakened are you? Again, I get that this is triggering, because during those phases I saw people being basically on the verge of a burnout, or a type of burnout, because they were running after energies, not stopping, not taking their time to fully go into the matter. It is not for everybody to do so. It's no picnic. But they miss those little details in their own energy, how their past self, during the awakening and during the cycles, that they might have leveled up yet not getting a grip on the notion of cycles. I've been posting videos on cycles and how they work. I do this step by step, because awakening awareness is a step-by-step program. Yeah, so that is the old energy where I saw stuff like that happening, and I see happening in the here and the now again, because it comes back every couple of years, where you get a amplified reaction or amplified chain reaction, hence ripple effect. How can I go about it? How can I give more examples? On the topic of love, and leadership, people feel lost. We felt lost when our best friends left, and the pain behind it, or how the pain evolves, is that love is a projection, and let's say your best friend was or your former best friend was the person you felt safe projecting your love to, or on. Retrogrades. You felt safe being you with that friend, and when that friend leaves, you feel pain because they took themselves away from your projection. This is normal. We then evolve in, or we take that pain and we drag it forward to a new situation, yeah, being it love life. All the energies were, if you get married or if you are in a relationship, that person is yours, quote unquote, because nobody can be yours. But that was an old pattern. And then it would be safe to project your love onto them. If you lose a lover or a relationship, you fall back on, let's see if there are friends around. If you don't have many friends or you don't trust them for whatever reason, there are lessons in that in itself, as well as that you then project those feelings on co-workers, for instance, or neighbors. And because a lot of people turned back to religion and church, they also lost a sense of guidance. Not that the church is all that, or yeah, to me it's a private matter. It's a sacred bond between you and whatever you like to call it. Our parents or grandparents might know the significance of a church or a religion. In the ripple effect they try to teach us within their own best knowledge. Maybe we or our parents didn't take it seriously. And look at our kids. That's cause and effect, ripple effect, taking place during or over a period of years. Hence patterns. I see more of those. When you feel alone, most people who took on the awakening journey or the journey of being a light worker or earth angel know that you get a big tower moment. So you go to or go through a traumatizing event to get you going, to research the whys, the hows. People around us in the 3D just found out that the people who should know what they were doing actually don't. Or they do, and they do something else on purpose. So 3D, and that has to do with trust, turns into thoughts, feelings, and if they don't know the root, if they never had a whoa, stop it, just sit with yourself for a sec, kind of loving touch, they will go in a chaotic state. What will we pick up as readers or psychics, or give it a name? That. It is that fluent. Also, when you look at doing readings, doing our jobs, yeah? People were commenting on people ripping other people's material. I just explained, you have cause and effect, you have source. That's one big hint, you have source, cause and effect. We are catalysts to certain effects. Back in the day, you were not, you didn't have permission to have a certain business if you were not qualified, if you couldn't discern and balance out situations. So you couldn't be a social worker, or you couldn't be a therapist if you couldn't use your discernment, know what I just explained, and know how to translate it back to the people. There was no way you were deemed qualified or able to do this if you didn't show before that you were knowledgeable and or really eager to learn very fast. This bit seemed to be filtered out or phased out during the years, yeah? Because people with ego, power and or money hungry people would take those jobs because everything needed to be faster. It was more about production, numbers. And just a few whistleblowers would speak on it, and a few whistleblowers would have repercussions with that. Just saying, 3D, people are going through worrying times. Yeah? Be aware that you do this Give them messages. No coinkydink. Not for entertainment. Enlighten people. Help them out. If you genuinely want to create a beautiful space around you, and you want people to accept you for who you are, quirks and all, give back. Like I said on my community board, and I gave some examples in addition here. Ego is, I can do this, I can help, and I'm just, oh, this was supposed to be there. I'm just going at it. I need to pay my bills, like everybody and anybody else. I feel the retrograde, I feel the moon phases, but who cares? Or let me just take 5, and not all of you, yeah? Like I said, triggering, mirroring, it can have it can be done with a good intention. It might not feel good, but it's what you need. Vice versa. There are a few that do this and then comment that they don't feel the way they would like to feel. I've been sensitive and seeing things from my childhood, since when I've been a child, a little girl. I always was some kind of a hermit, because I knew others would comment or judge. Also, if you look up history, how they would treat people with knowledge, being it a witch or being it someone else, if it didn't fit the narrative, you will get consequences. There are some famous people in our history that were great, were intelligent, were role models, until they were speaking up about unpopular subjects, like being a dark night of the soul. I don't know if it was Einstein or Nietzsche, or there were some people I read about, but I've been doing this so long. So correct me if I'm wrong. If you like to add the correct information, please do. So that also shows that there always was a duality. There always was a power struggle. There always was a reader. There always was strife. I researched several books of religion, just in how they got shown to me. I researched it mostly online. And I saw that in that, behind the scenes, the bigger picture, it were people, like us readers, picking up on an energy or have had a little bit of knowledge and trying to put their own title, their own stamp on it. And presenting it as something new. If you would look at all those stories, all those books, you would see the resemblance. If you would stop the micromanaging for a minute, you can use micromanaging in individual cycles for self-healing. But energy in itself is so fluent. The deeds of dark night, ego, the actions are so quickly made. Because, for example, readers stealing each other's material, which in my eyes, based on the knowledge I have, doesn't always have to be stealing, also is visible on YouTube itself. And you might say, how? Look up how to make money online. And with the emphasis on make money online very fast. Yeah? I've encountered videos where people were like, okie dokie then. Here is a content of somebody, who made an effort to make a web page with information on it, a very long story, you just go on this page, copy and paste this. Here you have a program to switch a couple of words in that story, and then you have additional programs to use a voiceover or have a cartoon present in the video, and you can make a lot of money with making YouTube shorts. Is it ego-based? Is it bad? When people are fearful that they don't have enough money, or are victim to government going to freeze their money, their assets, they haven't learned how to care for themselves when stuff like that happens, that is what they're going to do. Does it look pretty? Do they know what they actually are doing? Because cause and effect, karma, etc., they are stealing a livelihood, when you look at it negatively, a livelihood of someone else. Yeah? If they screw it up because they didn't know what they were doing and thought, oh well, it's a video, here we are going to make a few bucks, a couple of hundreds of dollars, I don't know how much you get out of it. They don't think about the consequences. They don't stop to think that maybe if they are doing it wrong, they could get banned, and everything that looks like that piece of info also will get taken down. "3D world, online platforms as well, cause and effect. It's happening there. Yeah, we pick it up 5D and put it back 3D on our channels. This could neutralize the energy, like I did a community post with the picture of the waves hitting the shore and thinking that the middle would be neutralized, so then we function as buffers. But we are multi-dimensional beings, so we can also function as catalysts. Not all people mean or do bad things, might turn out to be bad. Like the example on my community board, people don't need help. Someone said to me when I wanted to join the niche of helping people. My knowledge is people need some form of support. Or just that little hint, that little tip, that catalyst sentence where they know, okay, I can talk to that person, mostly any subject. You decide what you like to hear and what you can't take. And when you know that you can't always help as you would favor, how it would be the best outcome through your visions, let that go, be the catalyst, give that advice. They decide what to do with it. All people need is just knowing that they are not alone in a situation. That there are judgment-free spaces. Duality is to me almost the same as hypocrisy, because I can say one thing, and maybe you've picked up on it during one of my videos, that this moment you can say this, yeah, and then other moments you would explain it another way. And or you are moments ahead in time and they are still stuck on this theory. But here, in the ripple effect, they feel like lacking the support. They will comment on this. That doesn't make sense. Why are you there? Why are you saying that now? You don't have to over-explain. Help is also letting go, or just say, I see what you are saying and I know what you mean. But this is a video after, or a level after, a new moment. This is how energy and moments work. And working with moments, most of us who generally went through those cycles know that there is resentment in that cycle in itself, where we went through this. Like, hey, you said you were here to help. They don't understand that sometimes all they need is a moment to themselves, to trust in themselves, to know that they are their own multi-dimensional being, having their own mechanisms, their own tools. If how that plays out, good or bad, is not up to us. The situations I've been through, where people were having a moment out of frustration, out of anger, only thing I had to do was sit silent and raise my eyebrow. Act, not react. Be responsible, be safe. I hope this is helpful. Bye.